Toastmasters and guests, boys and girls. A recent event happened to me. I have a home in Mangaray, as we like to call it, to give it a bit of a posh name. And I'm a bit partial to animals, like cats and dogs. And I noticed walking in my front yard was this really scrawny cat. It looked very undernourished. So what I did was go out, pick it up, it was friendly, pet it, take it up, and I started to give it a few biscuits. And the next day it turns up again, and I give it a few more biscuits, and this goes on for a few days. Now down the road, about 4 houses, is some gang members with their motorbikes. And when they leave the property, they communicate to each other by a brum, brum, brum. And then up the road they go. And when they get home, it's another brum, brum, brum. So there's about 3 or 4 of them. So this happens constantly during the day and during the night sometimes. But I don't sort of worry about it. And I keep feeding the cat. Then one day, there's a gang member walking around outside, and I'm wondering, what does he want? And I open the door and I says, what are you up to? He says, I'm looking for my cat. And I said, what sort of cat it is? He says, a very scrawny cat, and it's diabetic. And I thought, I'd never heard of a diabetic cat in my life. People maybe, but not cats. So I said, oh, and it's currently in my kitchen eating. And he says, you haven't got it inside, have you? And I said, no, it's fine. Oh, there's my phone, sorry, shut the door. I race through the house, grab the bowl of biscuits, open the drawer, the cupboard under the kitchen, chuck them in, biscuits going all through the cupboard, grab the cat, go out the back door, because by this time I'm hearing thump, 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 thump on my front door. So he's obviously banging on the front door. So I grab the cat out the back and I look around and I run over towards the neighbour's fence and I literally hurl the cat over the fence. And I thought, that's good. So I go in and my door's sort of going boom, boom, boom with his thumping. And I go up and I open the door and it flies open and I get shoved against the wall. And he says, the cat's in here, I think. So he goes running around in the house to the kitchen, no cat. And I'm chasing around, look, I got a gang member in my house. What's going to happen to me? Anyway, the next thing I see the cat jump back up on the fence because it wants to come and get fed. I said, would that possibly be your cat over there? And he says, yeah, that's it. He's out the back door and he grabs the cat. And he says, Battler. Battler? That's its name. Battler. Come to Daddy. He's the father of a cat. He's got tattoos on his face, love on one hand, hate on the other. I'm thinking, other designs. And he goes up and the cat comes to him and he picks it up. Oh, Battler, how are you? And he's petting it and he's cradling it. And he wanders off and he says, thanks for finding the cat, and down the road he goes. And I thought, whoa, that was a close shave. Anyway, I thought, I won't think about that anymore. But I'm at the supermarket a day or two later doing my weekly shop. And I find myself suddenly in front of the pet food plate. And there's my eyes scanning the shelves, looking to see if there is diabetic cat. So I still didn't believe the cat could be diabetic. And then I look up in the top shelf there in the corner, 2 rows of diabetic cat food, chicken and tuna fish. And I thought, oh, maybe it exists. So then I go off with the rest of my shopping and I'm just about to go to checkout and I find myself in front of the diabetic cat food My arm is going up and I'm watching it, and it pulls 3 of each down and puts them in the trolley. And I look at the price, $7.20. That regular size for regular cat food is only $3.80. What's in it for diabetic cats that makes it so expensive? Having gone to the checkout and bought the groceries, I get home and I've got the stuff, and the cat comes wandering in. So I feed it one and it gulps it down, and I think, this is tempting fate too much. Beware, I think. So I wrap up the package and put them in a bag and take them down in the evening when it's dark and slip them in the letterbox of the gang members. So what happens then? I forget about it. 2 days later I come home and there's a box on my doorstep of stubbies with thanks across it. And I thought, okay. And now, when those guys leave and they do their brum 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 brum, they go up the road, but there's one. And when he passes my house, I get brum 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 brum. So I feel a lot safer in my home now because I know I'm being looked after by that man with a cat named Battler, the diabetic cat.